With Anchor Protocol, you can get a guaranteed 20% APY on your stablecoins. Or so the project says. If that's actually true and how you can profit from this massive passive income option is what we'll discuss today. What's up? My name is Caroline and this is Wealth in Progress, where you'll learn how to make passive income with cryptocurrencies. In this video, I'll show you how to stake stablecoins on Anchor Protocol. Staking stablecoins is an amazing passive income opportunity for the long term, an amazing long-term strategy, and it's certainly part of my own long-term plan. However, the rewards often fluctuate depending on how much the platform is used and how much people are borrowing so that you can get the rewards. Anchor Protocol promises something different. 20% APY guaranteed. Now, before I show you how to stake your coins, let's quickly look at how this all works and if those claims are actually true. Now, all of this is actually pretty complex, so I'll just stick to the basics. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like me to do a deep dive into how Anchor Protocol actually works. So let's start from the beginning. Stablecoins are coins that are pegged to a fiat currency such as the US dollar. This means that they should always have the same value as, so one coin always has the same value as one US dollar, at least more or less. The most well-known stablecoin is probably Tether, as this has been around for the longest time and has been in the news every now and then. Now, since 2017, when that first came out, there have been a bunch of others coming out, and they all serve the same purpose: to be stable and to have to be sort of a pool where people can put their money when they're taking profit, so that they don't have to go to their bank account. They can hold it somewhere and then reinvest. But now a new passive income option has come out, and that is staking on stablecoins. Now, naturally, that is a great opportunity because it's much more stable, as the name suggests already. So instead of investing in a volatile asset such as Bitcoin or other common cryptocurrencies, where you never know, well, you know more or less, is it going up or down? But as we've seen in the last mini crash or big crash, you never know which way it's going to go. Now, with the stablecoin, the great thing is, you know, as long as the US dollar is stable, the stablecoin is stable. So this is a relatively low risk way to invest and to make passive income with cryptocurrencies. But keep in mind, it's still crypto. And especially Tether has been in the negative news a couple of times because it's not backed by a whole lot of US dollar. It's only, I think only about 3% of the backing is actually US dollar. So even with stablecoins, there's always a possibility of something going wrong. And especially Anchor Protocol is DeFi. DeFi is even on the riskier side of crypto. So just keep that in mind and don't put all your savings and all your money in just one project. So even in a stable coin, or what I'll do long term is that I'll spread it over different stable coins, and then maybe even in a stock index, or just spread it out. Never have all your eggs in one basket. Okay, so how does Anchor Protocol guarantee a 20% APY? So they actually say it's a fixed APY, and they say it should always be at around 20%. How do they do that? So let's quickly look at their documentation. So this is where they explain how everything works. And I'll just quickly go over the basics, as it's really quite complicated or quite complex. There are three types of users that exist in the Anchor ecosystem. Depositors, so that would be you depositing your stablecoins. Borrowers, so that would be people lending money out to reinvest in something else. Liquidators, so that would be the people or the parties that would liquidate the borrowers if they don't have enough collateral. I'll get to that in a second. And ANC liquidity providers, I'm not 100% sure what that is. But these are the main parties. And then also Oracle feeders, but that's not relevant for us today. In Anchor Protocol, depositors are incentivized to lend Luna stablecoins to Anchor Money Market, which is borrowed out by borrowers through B-asset collateralized loans. Okay, so this is how most of the staking platforms work. Some people can borrow money, so they can take out loans like you could do with a bank. You could take out a loan. use it for something else, and you would just have to have a collateral in the back that guarantees that you can pay that money back, and if you can't, then your collateral will be taken, and then that's it. And to take out a loan, you always have to pay fees or interest. And on those platforms, those interest or fees are really high. And that in turn is what the depositors are receiving. So the depositors are putting in the liquidity, which is then the thing that the borrowers can lend out. So you need to have liquidity for borrowers to even be able to take out money. So depositors are putting in that money, borrowers can take out that money, and borrowers pay a fee, which is then given back to the depositors as a thank you that they provide liquidity. So that's basically how it works. Interest paid by borrowers are given to depositors as long as subsidies generated from rewards of deposited be along with subsidies generated from rewards of deposited be asset collaterals. So this is how I understand it. Borrowers are putting in collaterals. So the most common is in Luna. So that's the Terra token. That's something I forgot. So Anchor Protocol is running on Terra Luna. So that's a blockchain that is it's a relatively new blockchain, and it has very low fees and is very efficient. And so Anchor Protocol is running on that. So the base currency for Terra is Luna, and that's what is most commonly used as a collateral. Now, not only do borrowers pay interest on taking out that loan, but their collateral also gets staked. That's at least what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I understand, is that their collateral is also being staked, and therefore there is also a APY generated on that. And both of that gets into a pot that is then distributed for the depositors. But what's more interesting, and why they say they can guarantee such a high APY, is that they have a yield reserve. So what they basically do is that when at times when the returns are higher than this 20% APY that has to be paid out, the excess gets put in a reserve. And then that can compensate times when the fees and the interest that is paid is lower. So that's how they try to have an equilibrium and always stay, what they say is they want to stay between 18 and 20%. Okay, so that's the bare basics. I hope this was somewhat clear. If not, leave a comment. I'll give my best to explain it in more detail. And also, if you'd like me to make a full deep dive video, let me know. Now, let's quickly look at what this looks like with this 20%. Is this really happening? So we have to go to anchorprotocol.com. It's a very minimalistic website, which I think is great because you can't get lost, but there's not much to be found here. Okay, so all you have to do here is to go to the top right where it says web app. Click on that. And right away, this is your whole interface that you'll need and you'll use. And right away on the right, you can see interest APY 18.07%. So that's not 20%, right? So I've looked at that over the past couple of days, and it's actually even gone to 17.9%, something like that. And I even went to their Discord channel to find out more. And what I found in their FAQ is that the APY is supposed to stay between 18 and 20%. So someone has asked how it can stay in there, and their answer was, regarding the fluctuation between 18 and 20%, the APY is designed to stick within the threshold limit, 18%, so that's where they really want to stay in, and the target limit, 20%. So these are the two limits that they want to stay in, and I'm actually positively surprised to have seen that it has only gone very little below 18%, given that we had quite a significant drop in the market. So that makes me pretty confident that they might be able to hold that long term. But one con that I see with staking all of their stable coins is we just don't know how they will perform in a bear market. We don't know if there will be enough people taking out loans and borrowing money so that there will be enough liquidity or enough fees that they can then pay out to the depositors. We don't know that. So what I will do is I will make use of that and I will take advantage of that while I can, while there's the bull market and while the APY is high. And once it drops, we'll have to see from there. Okay, so this video has already become pretty long, so I'll be creating a part 2 and that will come up right after that, and that's where I'll show you how you can stake your stablecoins on Anchor Protocol. So just click on the video right after that and you'll get there.